Hi guys, good morning, afternoon, night, wherever you are. I wanted to go over what's become one of my favorite plants that I have. And I know it might seem like a very simple, basic plant, but I want to tell you why. When I've been looking into and all these different plants that I'm buying, I really tried to focus on edible plants because of everything that's going on, and so I was looking for edible, fast growing, and plants. So, I saw a blackie, and I thought, wow. I mean, there's lots of color, and everybody knows how I love color, and it was just a very beautiful plant, and the fact that it was a vine. So I believe I did not know that this plant was edible, and I went to the store, and I'm not sure which outlet it was for the gardening center, and I picked up and I saw the blackies, and well, what I knew them as being blackies, Ipomia or sweet potato vines. And although I knew that this wouldn't grow a sweet potato like what we're used to, like some of these ornamental vines, the tuber, or I guess suppose you call it a tuber because it's off the root system, but correct me if I'm wrong on that. You can leave a comment below. Okay, so to make a long story short, so I come across this information that this is actually an edible plant. And I wanted to share it because when I tried to research to make sure that I should be even telling people, yes, you can eat this plant. So I've had this particular one, which came as a small blackie a year ago. And they are supposed to be annuals, but I've put them in things where I can pull them inside if I want to. I can put them outside if I want to because I am in the desert. It got to 120 this last year here, and that's a bit hot. And even my moringa began to, you know, choke a little there when we got to the hottest part. But anyway, to make a long story short, I wanted to show you what I do because this plant does not have a sweetness. The leaves do not have a sweetness. This is what they taste like to me. Now they might taste like something different to you. Oh, first of all, kind of a disclaimer here. I am not a doctor, and if you are not used to eating any type of plant that they don't have in our diets, because these don't keep in a store. They don't, even shortly after picking, it dehydrates very quickly. It wouldn't look appealing. So the leaves parts that you would eat like a spinach don't keep in a store, and that's why you're not going to see it in the store unless it's in a plant center being sold as a growing ornamental or a vine for your pots and hangers and decorative plant, right? But you can eat this decorative plant, is what I'm saying. But my disclaimer is, please, whenever you're introducing something to your diet that you have not been exposed to, that you have not eaten, that your body doesn't know what that is, even though it's really good at determining what's safe and not, just try a little bit. Like when I was first, even though I heard it was safe, all this stuff, I'm like, my body's not used to this kind of thing, so I'm just gonna do a little bit. Nothing happened. A little bit more, nothing. So now I eat it. I'm just one of those very cautious people. So anyway, I want to show you very quickly. So what I do now, the beautiful part of this plant too is the underside. I mean, look at that color. So what I do is I usually pull all the way back from where it's coming out of the stem, and it breaks right off just like you do with your moringa branches. And I already pulled one off, and then I'm going to go quickly wash them off. I like to just wash them off. They're inside, it's dusty, and yeah, I just like to wash mine off. You'll know your plant, so you'll know if you can. So I'm going to pick another one. This one actually here is not as dark as they normally are. It hasn't been, I put it in a place in the condo where it's not getting as much light as they really like to get. I have another one that is getting more light, and you will see how much, I don't know if you can see from there, the color changes when it gets enough light, how dark and beautiful it gets. And the little leaves always come out green at first. It's super cute, and then they go darker and darker and darker. And so, the other thing I really love about this plant is that it grows so fast. It's so vivacious when you get it just right. And I think that that's wonderful because you can eat it. And you want something that grows really fast. You want something that propagates really easy, that you can eat. If push came to shove, and you know, you can pull it into your house, you can grow it indoors, and you can eat it. So you can put it up in front of your windows. I got grow lights too, but you can put it up in front of your windows. Just watch it, see if it's happy. You'll get little signs that they're not happy when they turn, like if they start to turn a little bit of a, I can read this one too, like a little bit of a lighter shade. So you're looking for things like that, that they're telling you that they're not happy. But this just is one particular one here. It probably, because it was in the pot, it's not getting any light either. But anyway, so I usually take the stem off, although personal preference, I just really like the leaves. And so what you do is, I'm going to do it off of this one because this one was out in the heat. I did just try to see how hot it could go. So all the leaves are kind of wrinkled, stunted the growth a little bit. Like I said, it's super hot here, and even pushed underneath of a table, not in the direct sunlight. The way this porch is designed, it still slightly cooked them a little bit. So it really struggled out there. That's why I decided to just go ahead and bring them in. Again, like here, it would be during the coldest cold, which it really isn't that cold, but it's cold enough. And because, you know, you can go below 33 a couple times, and then the hot is too hot for a lot of plants here. So anyway, what I do, and I don't know if you can see this, is right where it comes up on the plant, right where it comes up on the plant, just like a moringa tree, just like anything, right here where it comes up on the plant, you very gently, and it will snap right off. Because you don't want to damage the stem, you don't want to pull it and possibly rip down the stem or anything like that with any of your plants. You just want to pop off, like how a leaf falls off a tree. You just want to pop off that little end. And again, like I said, I do this. So I'm going to go wash these really fast, and I am going to show you my little secret on a very tasty ornamental Ipomia treat, because I haven't found videos anywhere where people do this. And I'm like, why do people not do this? Because here's the thing, these leaves are not sweet. There's nothing sweet about these leaves. My best description is it tastes like 1,000 carrots, which probably means it's good for you. But anyway, no, it just tastes like 1,000. It's just so, and I know you might be like, oh, well, if you're somebody who doesn't like carrots, I would still try it because that might not be what you associate it with. I just know when I took it, I was just like, if you can imagine with no sweetness, this powerful, wonderful, strong taste. But here's the thing, this little, I'm going to show you here, is I will go and I will get, and you can choose different types of apples. You can do Granny Smith apples. You can do whatever flavor of apple you want to try, because it's going to change the flavor a little bit. And you're going to take a little bit of the apple, and I'm going to go wash these off really fast too, so I'll be right back, like this. And you're going to take the leaf, and I'm going to go wash my leaves, I'll be right back. And then actually, I don't have the tricolor one, but they're so pretty, I'll probably get those too. And I literally just do like this little sushi roll of fresh leaves. Like, you can cook them. And there's lots of recipes, I guess, online. This is just something that's much more, because there's so many, there's like I believe there's over 400 variety, around 400 variety of sweet potato. And this is the ornamental sweet potato. And anyway, it tastes like 1,000 carrots. I mean, but it's even a different taste than that. If you're not, I mean, we don't have these kind of plants in our supermarkets. So it's not like our usual limited palette. And so it's very hard to describe to someone what in the store would be the closest thing to this taste. You can, sometimes I like to make fruit bowls. You can put these on your salads for beautiful coloration and eat it with your salads with like your raspberry vinaigrettes and stuff like that. You can cook them. and I don't, you know, cook a lot of my food, but you can also do it around banana. So what I like to do, because there is no sweetness in the leaf, you can eat them straight. I eat them straight too. But my favorite is to do this kind of stuff because I don't know how to explain to you. It's like the best berry taste. It's, I don't know how to explain it to you. I don't know. It's beyond even berry. I mean, because especially if you choose something super sweet, like the particular apple that I'm eating, you can do Fuji, Gala. So you know how the apples have like a slightly different taste too. So you can actually change the taste. You'll still have the Ipomia taste in it, and it's just, it's such a, I think the reason why I like it, I'm gonna do the leaf that wasn't so purple. Oh, and this is also a way that if I see anything bitten by bugs, if I see anything that looks compromised, if I see anything that looks like it's getting picked on, like I'll inspect my plants. But especially if I see anything that looks like maybe a thrip got on one of the leaves, I'll eat that leaf. I'll get rid of that leaf so that to prevent an outbreak of anything. So anyway, even the leaf that doesn't have that much color in it, which up to you. I kind of like healthy leaves, but man, I really wish that there's something in the store that I could compare to the amazing taste. Them being cultivated for so long, sweet potato plants, period. And the sweet potatoes that you get buy in the store that have the tuber or that have the roots, system and stuff that you eat, you know, those have been cultivated that way because people like the sweet roots and the roots. But these guys weren't cultivated that way, right? So they don't grow the depending on which type you get, might not grow that elaborate root system that you can eat. And some of them, the tubers don't even taste good. So I go to the leaf, and I'm so happy with this plant. This has like become one of my favorite plants because I can eat it, because there's so many things that you wouldn't think that you could eat. And it's really up to you to do a lot of Google research, do a lot of your research, anything in the just take a plant and learn everything you can about it and figure out whether or not this is something in trying times that would grow fast and that you could actually use it for nutrients and eat a little bit of it. And I say little only because you don't want to eat the whole thing and kill it in one day. This can be propagated in water. This propagates so easily, so quickly, almost like this is so vivacious. It's like almost like I want to say mint. And I know people can say like that, take over your garden and get out of control. But if you want to grow food fast, this is one of your puppies right here. Like this line of plant could be one of your puppies right there. So I hope this is helpful, and I hope that it's really helpful that you're hearing from another place, because seriously, it is so hard to find videos on eating these. But there are some recipe stuff online that you can find anyway. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. If you love this kind of stuff, I am going to be going over more of my plants, especially the little ones that you would think you can eat that, and I'll be discussing them as much as I can and sharing with you as much as I can about those. And anyway, thank you for the art. This is the Art and Garden channel with Artettina. Love you all. Keep your spirits up. Have an amazing week. Bye.